Coach, so you got the big lead. Any concerns second half? Coaches are always concerned, I understand, but just your thought second half as they're trying to make a run?
Well, it was how we were turning the ball over. They were just taking it from us. It was just clean steals, you know. The Wilson kid and Uzan, I think we're number one in the nation in fewest turnovers per game, like 8.6 or something like that. But how many we have tonight? We have 14. But you know what? West Virginia deserves a lot of credit for that. You know, the reason they were taking it from us is because they were taking it from us. Number Harris is a problem on the ball. But there's a lot that goes into that. You know, what is it that lifts him up? And it's this crowd. You know, we kept the crowd out of it. And there was no reason for them to believe the first 20 minutes because we played so well. But, hey, in Darren's first year, they'd beaten Gonzaga, they'd beaten Kansas, they'd beaten Arizona, they beat Iowa State. There's a reason why. You know, coming in here today, if you'd have told me we were going to win by one, I wouldn't have played the game. Win by 1 point and go home. You've got that 2-game road trip at Kansas and at West Virginia. You know, this ain't no beauty contest. You know, put no pictures beside the score. It's a win. And I'm proud of our kids for coming back. I think they cut it to 5 and had a chance to cut it to 3, if my memory's right. They had somebody at the free throw line. Is that right? Yeah. And he missed the 1-and-1, right? And then from there, you know, we got in the fight. You know, they were not in the fight the first half, and we weren't in the fight for the first 7 or 8 minutes of the second half. But you know, it's the first time I've ever been to here. Although this should count something. I'm a huge fan of Jerry West because I'm old enough to have seen him and Wilt Chamberlain play in 1971 against the Knicks with Willis Reed and that bunch. But Jerry West and Sam Jones, watching those on Sunday afternoon with my father. And then my daughter's here, and I had her take a picture of me and Jerry West at statue. But yeah, Darren's done an awesome job. But you know, it took a lot out of them to get down 20, then come back and cut it to 5. And once we got we needed somebody to step up and make a play. They did a great job on Roberts. But I said, it's okay. We don't need him to score. You know, he's scored well the last 4 or 5 games, but, you know, he's not our best scorer. He has been because of the way they've been guarding him. But Darren did a great job with his game plan and took Juan's left hand away. And but that opened it up for other guys. Tugler played well tonight, 12 points. LJ had 17. Milos had 10. And Arceneaus. Emmanuel Sharp, I probably shouldn't have played him tonight. He didn't play much against Kansas. Probably he wanted to try tonight, but I thought that Arceneaus came in and played tough. But it just goes to show you in this league how tough it is to win on the road. You know, I'm proud of the fact that we came in here and held this team to 49 points and won by 14. It didn't feel that way, but I'm sure Darren's proud of his kids' effort coming out of halftime. But they're really athletic, and number 10 and then Hansberry. They started hurting us on that 1-5 pick and roll, and then during one of the timeouts we switched it, and then they started trying to go inside, and then we had to, it was kind of like a chess match there, and we had the last move, and that helped us.
For both players, LJ, start with you. See, while you guys could score from the outside, it seems like a lot of times your best play was just getting the ball in the rim and going, getting an offensive rebound and putting it back. I know that's something you guys do well, but how beneficial was that for you guys tonight?
I mean, it was huge. Just the second chance shots, I feel like sometimes that's going to be your best looks, just being able to get the ball to the rim. And we call it dagger threes. So when J1 or somebody gets an offensive rebound, usually the defense is all collapsed, and that'll leave us wide open. So I felt like those shots were big, and Milo's hit a big one down the stretch for us.
Coach and LJ, I just want to ask you about defense, because you guys are leading the country in fewest points allowed and fewest field goal percentage allowed. So is defense what stirs this team? Is it what makes you proud? Is it what makes you want to go out and fight? Is that what this team is built on right now?
Yeah, for sure. We're a defensive-minded team. We go to practice and we emphasize defense a lot. So, I mean, you achieve what you work on and what you emphasize, and I feel like all the stuff you name is because that's how we practice every single day. So, when the ball's not going in, you got to rely on your defense, and I feel like on the nights that the ball isn't going in, we're gonna win because of that.
Yeah, I mean we're I think the last 8 years has probably been what we've been known for. I think this team's a little bit better offensively than some of the other teams. And we've had some really good offensive teams. The year we had the number 8 pick and the number 25 pick on the same team, that team was really good offensively. But this team is, with the transfer portal in the NIL era, we had 8 out of our top 10 guys come back, and we have 4 starters back, and that does make a difference, and that's part of our secret sauce is our program. And then having great kids. Character matters. Having kids that you don't mind losing with. There's some teams, whether it's bad attitudes or the wrong attitudes or what, you're always having to coach that. I never have to worry about effort or attitude because I'm blessed that way. I've got a great staff and we have great kids, and that's buoyed us here for a long time.
Coach, what was the plan against Javon? Slow start for him in the game, came alive a little bit in the second half, but he wasn't able to take things over like he has at other times.
Yeah, we did a pretty good job on him the second half at our place. He's so good left, and his signature move is get you left and then step back. But the discipline thing was important, to stay down on his shot fakes, because he gets to when he's not scoring, he gets to the line. And, a lot of their points came from their defense tonight. They scored 13 points off turnovers, and we scored 16 points off second chance points. We do that most nights. I think when we beat them at our place, I think we scored 25 points off turnovers. And tonight we scored 16 points off second chance points. But they play at a very slow tempo, and we're their cousin. We're right there with them. It ain't like we're the 90 Vegas team now. I mean,
Just for a quick follow-up, you mentioned a lot at your place, and that was when he was kind of really clicking. Do you notice anything different the last couple games? This team's on a little bit of a losing streak. He's struggling a little bit versus what.
Yeah, I'm just going to guess. I think because they rely so much on him, I'm sure he's getting worn down a little bit. But I also know that the job Darren's done here. I don't know if his son would have been their best player, but I know those two guys together would have been a problem. And I don't lose sight of that. But West Virginia's got a lot of good days ahead of them. They got him a really good ball coach now, and you'll get good players here with this crowd and the tradition of this basketball program. It's really good.
Got time for one more if anybody's got it. Everybody good? Coach LJ, Terance, thank you for your time.